Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Sousou no Frieren episode number 18 reaction. Okay, the previous episode we had to say goodbye to Zayn, and the first half of the episode was dedicated to that. We did stay for one more month because the blizzard started, like blowing, and like they had a little bit more time to talk and like kind of like just talk with Sign and say like a proper goodbye. And he also got a little bit of time to get his feelings under control. And then because the whole situation was so abrupt, so I feel like it was good that they got 1 month time. And then they say goodbye, and yeah, hopefully we'll meet again. And the next half was Fern getting sick, and Frieren going to made like a potion for her, but like she got reminded of her time when she got sick, and Himmel used to like grab her hands and told her that that like during these type of situations you feel lonely, so you appreciate when someone is there with you. And Frieren did the same for Fern, even though Fern was kind of embarrassed because Stark was there. But in the end, it all went well, and she became healthy again, and we're back on our track to Orsast. So let's see what happens in today's episode 18. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here, sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. Three, two, one, go. Hmm. First class mage exam. Oh, we're already here. 29 years. Yeah, it is still a bit far away. Yeah. No, but that is true. What? I'm sure Fern can do it. Like, Frieren is teaching her. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I think they did mention it before. You need a priest as well. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, but still, we need to be ready. Yeah, she's Wow. Bruh. she, she got up. Yeah. Oh my god, he didn't understand. Hmm. Talent, yep. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. I'm guessing, is that person in the opening? The elf that we always see? Oh, she's also going to Oil's house. Bandit. More bandits, so. Hmm. Whoa. Oh! Craft is here! Damn! Wait, are we going to meet again? Damn. You, Bill. Yep. Damn. Yeah, he's saving them. He was saving those bandits from death. Bruh. That's an interesting staff she has. It looks like a spear. Hmm. Is is Kraft also going there? Or maybe not. No, he's going in a different direction. 2 months. Oh, I guess 2 months is not that bad. Well, we have. Okay. For her, 3 years is nothing. Get across the sea. Yo, she's like, okay, that's well. I think it might. Hmm. Hmm. It's like what? Yeah. Well, I nice. Well, he was old, so it makes sense. Oh my god. They're like, they also don't know. I wonder what that actually means. Like, that old man seemed like he knew what. Bruh. Oh my god. Yeah, she was so direct before, you know. Yep. Same words. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. 600 meters. 1000. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking like 900, that's not that much. I guess peacetime, like it probably, yeah, you know. Yeah, I guess Stark doesn't have much to do here. Like he's a warrior, so he can just. Oh wow. Wait, how does she sleep? Hmm. Wait, 2 months are over? Oh, okay. That was fast. First classmates. Oh, is that a teacher? The Wirbel, the second classmates. Denken. Huh. Oh wow. Frieren is quite popular as well. Damn. As a third class, she killed a first class. That's crazy. He's like, wait a minute. Okay. Nobody knows her. Makes sense. She's, 57. Oh, we'll be grouping up. Oh, interesting. Okay. Second party. I see. Yeah, you need to like work together, and yeah, it's difficult. Bruh. Wow. Great. Oh wait, Fern is. Grouped up with her. Oh my god, this will be a problem. Hmm. Okay. I was still inside the her face. Wait, that's it? Oh wait, so you can disrupt other people as well, I'm guessing. They haven't even introduced us. Yeah, good idea. Bruh. Wait, so they know each other from the beginning, which makes sense. Okay. Okay. Ah, there you go. Oh, so they're supposed to catch one. Oh, I kind of misunderstood because the bird was already in the cage. I misunderstood. Okay. I thought, okay, I see. So they have to catch one. I was like, wait, the cage already has a bird. So what? No, that was just like a, like a sample. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think it's Frieren's face. Damn. Bear the sky. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering. Like, probably because she couldn't like see. She doesn't know how strong Frieren is. Okay, we need to catch it. No, stop, please. Oh my god. Are you gonna kill it? What are you trying to do? Oh my god. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, she did it. Okay. Wow, I was actually wondering, wait a minute, catch a bird? That seems quite easy. Especially for mages. Hmm. Yeah, the childhood friends there. Oh my god. Wow. Sure has. Oh, there you go. That is why Frieren said, "Be wary of the sky." I guess maybe. Is it raining? What's happening? Yeah, I was like, it's raining. Oh, because of the magic barrier. Oh my god. Okay, this is not good. Oh no no. Oh, so the oh, this was what Frieren was warning about. I thought she was warning about the those birds. Damn. There you go. Yep. This is why. No, obviously not. Come on. Hmm. Wow. Hmm. Oh, she kicked him. Oh, there you go. Bruh. Hmm. Okay. All right, they have a plan. Oh, that's it. Okay. All right, there you go. That was this episode. So we are finally here in Oishurst, and yeah, we are taking the magic exam to become a first class mage. And so yeah, and we have met quite a few characters in this episode. I think they mentioned everyone's name, but I don't think I'll remember probably most of them. A few of them I might remember because I think these two girls' name I'll probably remember. One, the blue dressed girl. Her name was wait, I just forgot. Okay, you know what? I'll remember it eventually. I know the short haired girl. Her name was Kanne, I think, and the other girl's name is something. Um, right. Anyways, I'll remember it eventually, obviously. But yeah. So there you go. So we got to see all these characters who will be participating in this test. A few of them are kind of interesting. For example, that girl who like apparently killed someone in the previous exam or something. Um, then we have those guys. We see all of them in the opening. There's this one. I'm guessing is that guy the one with the beard? Is he a dwarf? Like he seems like a dwarf. He looks like a dwarf. With a monocle. I think he might be, or maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, I'm guessing maybe I'm just thinking he's a dwarf because he has like a big beard and a mustache. Maybe he's not a dwarf. Probably not because he doesn't seem. He seems quite his height seems not that short. Dwarves have short heights, so I'm not really sure. Anyways, yeah, that guy, and then we have a few others. For example, that glasses guy. He and that girl who killed someone and Fern is like in one group, while we have Frieren, Kanne, and this other girl. Um, and wait, did they show the other groups as well? I think they did. Um, oh, that guy, the white-haired guy with that other girl, and yeah, these are all the groups, and yeah, so this is the first exam. We have to get the bird, and by I think like they gave like 1 day. Is it how many days did they give them? 1 day, I think, 1 or 2 days for them to get the bird, and like people like students who won't be able to do that will not pass. So that's the thing. Yeah, and we can see that these two fight amongst each other quite a lot. However, they have good coordination. Obviously, they're childhood friends. They've known each other for a long time, and they exactly know what to do. And if someone uses, like for example, Kanne used her water thing, and the other girl, she immediately froze it. She knew what to do immediately. Um, and yeah, so teamwork wise, they're quite good, even though they're literally bickering every second they are in each other's presence. But teamwork wise, they're quite good. However, they are, like sometimes they are a little bit, like lacking in a few things. But we have Frieren for that. Frieren will help them in those like situations. For example, Kanne got into a little trouble with that big bird thing. Frieren helped her out with that, and yeah, so I'm sure that group will be fine. I'm a bit concerned about Fern's group because that girl is actually that girl, the purple, like not the green haired girl, yeah, the green haired girl. She seemed a bit, we don't really know like what she's her intentions are or whatnot. Like they are saying that she killed a first class mage examiner. However, here's the thing, um, I cannot really judge her based on not knowing much about her. Um, she, yeah, she killed someone. However, we don't know what happened. So unless and until we get like the full explanation, I'm not going to be like like judging her or something. Maybe that examiner was someone bad. Maybe I don't know. Like maybe the examiner was someone bad and she had to kill him or something like that. I don't know. But let's wait and see. Let's see what type of a person she is, and then like we'll think about it. And like, I'm sure Fern can handle herself. you know However, the thing about Fern is, this is the thing that is actually a little bit concerning, is that I don't know, like, she is strong. However, the thing that concerns me about Fern is that she's going to be trusting, like too trusting, because like, the people she grew up with was Heiter and Frieren. These are the two that she has grown up with, and like, she hasn't really gotten to the outside world, or but I don't know, like, like, I'm just assuming that she didn't have much contact with the outside world. A lot of time have passed, and we have time skipped most of the sections. Maybe she was in contact with the outside world, but from what we have seen, we have only seen her with Frieden and Heiter. So what I'm concerned about is, like, because of the fact that she is kind of sheltered in that regard, I'm concerned that she might not be able to, even though she's strong, she might be too trusting or something, which might make her fall into trouble. Like, that's what I'm concerned about. you know so yeah, let's wait and see. And then we have the other guy, that glasses guy, who we know nothing about, so we don't really know what type of a person he is. But like, I'm a bit concerned about Fern's team, but let's wait and see. Like I said, I'm not concerned about the fact that Fern is strong, or Fern is quite very strong. I'm concerned about the fact that she might be too trusting of other people, which might make her fall into trouble. That's what I'm concerned about. But let's wait and see. Like, yeah, we'll see. Let's see how this goes. um Either way, yeah, the whole exam has started, and so they also explained that there'll be multiple exams, and this is the first one, obviously. And what I'm gathering from this is that, like, it's like an exam. It's not like a competition or a tournament. Like, I thought that it is going to be like a tournament or something. No, it's an actual exam. Like, like, it's not really that you're participating against the others. Yeah, the others are definitely a competition, but you know if you pass all the exams, ultimately you will be qualified to be a first class mage or something like that. So it doesn't matter. Like, a lot of other people will pass alongside with you, you know that kind of thing. So I guess that's a good thing. However, there was one thing I'm kind of thinking about: the fact that Frieren are Fern in different teams. I feel like there might be like an exam in the middle where they'll be have to fight against each other. And if that happens, I do wonder if by any chance Frieren fights against Fern, and whoever loses gets disqualified or something. Like they fail the exam. That'll be a bit of a problem, wouldn't it? Because then either one of them will be able to become, like, like a first class mage. But I'm just assuming that. Let's wait. But I'm pretty sure, I'm like 80% sure that there's definitely going to be an exam where they'll have to fight against each other. It's definitely going to happen. I can see that happening. But let's see how the nature of the exams go. Hopefully, obviously, the best case scenario will be both Frieren and Fern passes, and both of them become, like, first class mages. And the worst case scenario is that they'll fail, like one of them will fail or won't be able to do, and yeah, another one will pass. And let's see what happens. So yeah, that was this episode. Yeah, I'm quite interested. New characters we've seen, new characters, and all these, like, we'll get to know more about these characters. It'll be fun. Let's see how this goes. So yeah, that was this episode. That was my overall impressions. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the beginning section, we get to see our group has reached Oisarst, and they are, while they're going towards Oisarst, um, they're talking about the exam and stuff like that. And Frieren says that, I don't think I should be the one to get the certification. Why did you do it, Fern? because for me, I'm obviously she's like a long living person, so it literally is pointless for her to get one. She's going to get one today, and like 80 years later, it'll change. The whole system will change, and she'll be, she'll be like, "What the hell?" So for Fern, it is like a good thing because yeah, obviously, like she's like a human being. She's going to live for like 80, maybe 90, maybe 100 years, and that's it. So like for her it'll be fine, because she'll be able to get like a good, like a position in the mage, world, and it'll actually come in handy for her. Unlike Frieren, who's just not going to use it up, you know, up until the end, and then it'll just expire, and it'll be useless for her. So I think yeah, Frieren does have a point here. However, Fern is like, I cannot do it. Like, and I'm not really that, like I'm not that incredible mage to, and like to pass this. I don't know. I feel like what can I say? Like Frieren has been teaching her. I feel like she's more than like like worthy enough to get it. But here's the thing. Even though Frieren is her teacher, like I feel like we need to understand and we need to like properly gauge how strong she is compared to uh, students of her age. Like we've up until now we've only seen these three fight against monsters and stuff, so now that she'll be going up against like children her age, and we can and like the best of the best, we will properly be able to gauge how strong Fern is. Like we know how strong Frieren is. Frieren is absurdly strong. Like there's no need for us to understand how strong Frieren is. We know she's extremely strong. However, Fern, I feel like I need to properly understand. She did fight against the demon and defeat the demon, so I feel like she's very strong. However, like I said, we haven't really seen her compete against someone of her age, and the best of the best. And we have the best of the best. So her going against them will make us properly understand how strong she is compared to people of her age, something like that. So let's see. But like I kind of disagree when Fern said that, oh, like I'm not that much of an incredible mage. No, she is. However, it is true that there might be more incredible people of the same age, in this like test. That is true. However, she herself is plenty worthy enough. But let's see. Um, so they kind of talk about why like they need all this certification and stuff nowadays. So Frieren, like they kind of say that since now they require people, no wait, still since now they require people to bring an experienced mage to enter, that must mean something very serious is happening in the northern plateau. Yeah, and that's why they need all these qualifications and stuff, otherwise they'll not let you go in. So right now they're on like a carriage, and Frieren is like, we need to properly understand what type of like like test this will be. Like if it's a combat test or something else. I love how Frieren is like, oh, if it's like a combat test with your mana, no, it'll be easy for you. And because you have like, even if you limit yourself, you're still giving off mana like a skilled old mage. And she starts sulking. She's like, I'm like, you're calling me old? Oh boy. This part is funny. She's like, wake me up when we reach Oisas. Then like tries laying on Fern's lap, and she looks up and she's like, oh my god. And she gets up again and she's like, yeah, you know what? I'm good. I cannot freaking see the sky. And Stark is as clueless as always. Oh boy. Okay. So Frieren says something interesting here. She says like a mage's power isn't determined by their mana alone. obviously, when like friend kind of said that, oh, you'll be fine, that's why she's saying this. She's like, yeah, it's not only determined by their mana alone. um it depends on techniques, how they use it, and like how they control it, stuff like that. And she said, in my whole life I've lost 11 times to mages with weaker mana than mine. You know what is funny in this statement? She says, in my whole life. She's been alive for more than 1,000 years. So, in that vast amount of time, she's only lost 11 times to mages weaker mana. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. But I guess half of her life she was just like a shut-in. She's just like in the mountains, just there like living peacefully. So I guess, but still, like in her whole life, she has traveled a lot, and she has, like she has a lot of, like experience and everything. So still, with that amount of time, she's only lost 11 times to mages with weaker mana than mine. Yeah. She doesn't really mention anything about mages with more mana than her, but she says weaker mana than mine. Okay. But still, 11 times only. Alright. That in itself is pretty impressive. But, like, we understand what point Frieren is trying to make here. She's like, it's like mana's not enough. Sometimes you need to properly wield it. And she says, one was an elf just like me. I'm guessing this elf is that elf we see like so many times in the freaking opening, but she's still not here. I'm guessing we'll probably see her by the end of this season. But I'm guessing that's her. Either way. And another one was Qual, this thing. So yeah, that's what she's saying. Like, like it doesn't. Oh, okay. Another thing, I'm guessing. One of them is definitely Flamme. Because if I remember, her mana was more than Flamme, wasn't it? Yeah, Flamme had like huge pool of mana. However, I think as far as I can remember, Frieren's mana was more. Or maybe I'm mistaken. I cannot remember whose mana was bigger, but I think Frieren's was more. If that was the case, then probably one of them would be Flamme. Flamme definitely defeated her before. And yeah, so anyways, so there you go. Now they were having this conversation why we meet this girl here. Also another thing Frieren says, and the remaining 6 were humans. Okay, interesting. Damn, that's an interesting statement. Remaining 6 were humans. I wonder if one of them was Himmel. It wouldn't surprise me, because like he was one of the heroes and he did defeat the demon lord. So it wouldn't surprise me if he was also one of those humans who defeated Frieren. Anyways, so we see this girl here. Okay, do they mention her name? Anyways, she's going to his office to give the exam, and then some bandits come in trying to rob her, and she's like, obviously she was going to kill them. However, Kraft comes in and defeats them. They run away. And she's like, oh, thank you so much. Oh, you're an elf, aren't you? Kraft is like, yeah, don't get me wrong. I wasn't actually saving you. I was actually saving them from their death. So, yeah. So he says like how he saw a few graves. So yeah, someone is killing these bandits. He also does mention that they did bring it upon themselves because they're bandits and they probably tried to attack her. So yeah, I guess self-defense, but still. So wait, okay, just a minute. Does she? Oh, there you go, Yubel. That's her name, Yubel. I need to remember. So she is like, okay. Yeah. Well, she like moves on her way. And right. Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, Kraft also goes on the other direction, and he thinks that Frieren is probably going to be going there because she did mention about it. So yeah, Kraft is looking forward to Frieren's stories. Okay, so that's the first character we met, Yubel. Then we go to the the place äußerst, and over there the person, like, like in charge, she was like, on the reception, she's like giving them all like the details. She's like, oh, 3 years one time it happens, so you need to be careful and stuff like that. And okay, wait, one of the requirements she says is that you need to at least be a 5th class mage qualification to enter. So obviously Frieren has no qualifications because, as she said, she never got any except that one, that locket that she has. So she tries to leave, but Frieren is like, come on, like, I cannot do this on my own. And she brings out the locket and she's like, I don't think this is going to work. But that guy there, that old man, he's like, wait a minute, come here. And he looks at it and he's like, are you wishing to take the 1st class exam? All right, like, go ahead. So I do wonder, like, what he thought about after looking at that necklace, because even Himmel, as we get to see later on, even Himmel and all of them, they also didn't know what the necklace was. However, this guy, he saw it and he was like, okay, he probably, like, recognized it or something. Now, he is old, so I'm guessing he has a lot of knowledge and experience. So I'm guessing he probably, knows about this necklace. However, this is an old necklace, isn't it? So the fact that he was able to, like, realize something or understand something by looking at it makes me think that this guy is, pretty damn knowledgeable about stuff, maybe, or I don't know. Anyways, but problem solved. She can give the exam now. So we go to a little flashback where Frieren thinks about the past when she showed the necklace to her party members and they weren't able to recognize it. So she's like, oh, like, like, that's a shame. This is the only proof that I'm a mage though. So she tries to go away, leave, but Himmel's like, wait, Frieren, like, it's not that we are like questioning your ability. We know you are strong, and yeah, so don't worry about it. And we know that you're an incredible mage. What's funny about this scene is the contrast. Frieren was like, oh, it's fine, I guess, but like, it doesn't matter even if like, wait, what does she say? Oh, when they say, isn't it enough that we know you're strong? And she's like, but it won't take long before you die. Bro, damn. Like I said, the contrast. Now she's so much, like, more sensible. By interacting with people, she at least knows what to say and what not to say. These type of situations. Because fast forward to now, when Fern says the same thing, she doesn't repeat what she said back in the day. She smiled and she, like, started petting Fern's head. That is character development. It took 80 years, but still. Oh god. All right. Now, before the exam starts, they are kind of like preparing for stuff, and Frieren asks Fern, why do you take the 3rd class exam? And she said, oh, because it was closer, and like, that kind of thing. So okay, you know what, I'm going to read this section. Frieren kind of gives us like a rough estimate about how many like mages are here. Okay, wait a minute, let me check. If you're a 5th class mage, you're considered as a full-fledged mage. Okay, there are 600 mages that qualify as 5th class or higher. Okay, wait, so 600 mages to qualify as 5th class or higher. Okay, just a minute. If you include apprentices from the 6th to 9th class, that totals 2000. Wait, if you include apprentices from the 6th to 9th, okay, so from 6th to 9th there's only 2000, and from 5/5 to above the 600. Okay, among them 45 are 1st class. Okay, I see. 1st class exams are harder. Right. So it is quite small amount, isn't it? Like, so there's roughly like 2,600 mages in that way if you think about it, I guess. So yeah, not that much, I guess. And she does mention that that like it's not that big. Back in the days, there was like a lot of mages and stuff. Um, she also explains it's probably because of the now we're in the peacetime. That is why. Nowadays, you won't see one unless you're in a magic town like this. There you go. Um, yeah. So, anyways, so now that all that is over, they're like, she's like, let's do some training, for these 2 months. And we get a little montage of them training and everything. Within that training, we do see that I think. Wait, whose birthday was that? Frieren's birthday, wasn't it? Yeah. They have like this big cake. Oh god. And yeah, there you go. They do the training, and we finally have the mage exam. It starts. Now we get to meet these new characters here. First is we have a lot of promising examinees this year. We have the captain of the Northern Magic Corps that have been fighting against the remnants of the demon army for many years. Wirbel, the second class mage. Okay. Then there's the main who became the Imperial Mage after a violent power struggle. The Sly Old Fox Denken, the second class mage. Right. Also the youngest ever mage to achieve the highest possible score in the third class exam. Fair in the third class. Mage. I see a troublemaker as well. The one who was disqualified in the exam 2 years ago. For killing the first class mage examiner. Ubel, the third class mage. Okay, and he then looks at Frieren and he's like, wait a minute. That mana, it looks like an experienced old mage. What the hell is that? Anyways, so yeah, they group up into teams. The bracelets, they designate what team they are in, and Frieren sees that she's in team 2. So in team 2, at first she was like, all right, you know what, everything will be fine. Let me not make trouble here. Just go along with the flow. Everything will be okay. And she sees these two girls fighting amongst each other. These are her teammates. While we get to see Fern has been paired up with Ubel and this guy, the glasses guy. Okay, now after that we get to see they explain, like the first exam, what it will be. So their exam will be, this region is the habitat of Stile, a small bird. So their goal is to, I've distributed a cage to each party. 2 conditions to even pass the first exam. All your party members must be present, number 1, and number 2, you have to have like a bird in the cage. Wait a minute, just a minute. How much time do they give? Wait a minute, let me check. You must have a steel inside your cage at sunset tomorrow. So one day, there you go. Not much time. And then all your members must be present. Wait, so if one of your members die, then you fail the exam, I guess. Is it because then not all the members will be present by the end? Okay. And then they say like you shouldn't go out of this barrier and all that. And the barrier is quite strong, so they're like, we cannot even go out even if we want to. Right, now here I was a bit confused for a moment because they showed the bird inside the cage, the sample bird. So I thought, wait a minute, I was like, wait a minute, isn't the bird inside the cage? Like, what is the exam then? And then I realized like, oh, the cage is actually empty. They're supposed to catch a bird and put it in the cage. Okay, anyways, so these two are fighting against each other. Who wants to carry the cage? And Frieren is like, just do rock, paper, scissors. Okay, now after that, they introduce themselves. Lavine, there you go, that's her name. Lavine, needs to remember that. And Kanye, there you go, and they're childhood friends. Okay, now you can see that Lavine can like has a good perception of magic. She can perceive magic well. That's why later on you see she realizes how strong Frieren is, even though Kanne has no clue. Right. Anyways, so they're like off trying to search for the bird. They're fighting, now and then, and searching, fighting again, searching. So Kanne gets a bit, like exhausted. So Lavinia is like, I'm going to check it out, where the bird is. Now Frieren asks her, "Are you strong, Lavinia?" Stronger than this kid for sure. Okay. And she says, "Compared to me?" And she says, "I don't want to mess with you." There you go. So yeah, she can probably guess how strong Frieren is. That's why she's like, no. However, Kanne has no clue. She cannot perceive magic that well, I guess. Because, like when Frieren is like, "Oh, please be careful about the sky," Lamina was like, "I know." But Kanye was like, "Wait, what? What about the sky?" So, and Frieren, like, at that concludes that she doesn't have that much of a good perception of magic and, stuff like that. That's why she doesn't know what's happening in the sky. Okay, now she kind of asks her about themselves, and she kind of explains. She's like, "Oh, we are childhood friends," and, like, stuff like that. And yeah, and then like Lamine comes in, and Lamine is like, "I found the bird." So the still is there. Frieren is like, "All right, you guys, like, let me tell you what to do," but they just jump in immediately. Kane uses the water and Lamine freezes it, but it actually works for a momentary amount of time. Though they are able to capture the bird, but the bird is freaking fast, you know and okay, this part really startled me. Like, it went so quickly, like the whole water just parted and the water fell on the head. I love how Frieren exactly knew what was going to happen, so she turned around. Except these two, they got splashed with the water in their face. Still is extremely sturdy and can fly at the speed of sound. Oh my god. So there you go. And yeah, you know what? This kind of makes sense. I was thinking, like, wait a minute, they're all mages. Can't they just catch a bird? Isn't that too easy? There you go. I have my answer. No, it's not that easy. Okay. So Frieren sees that these two are very, like, in sync. Like, the Kane like brought the water up, Lamine froze the water. So they're very, like, in sync. Obviously makes sense. They're childhood friends. They've been together for a long time. And they've fought a lot of battles together as well. And Frieren's like, "Oh, maybe with this coordination we can actually do it." And then they start fighting again, and she's like, "Maybe not." Right. So they keep searching for the bird, and it's like nighttime. They are not able to catch it. So they're like, "All right, let's go to sleep. We'll try to catch it later." Okay. So at the middle of the night, Kanne wakes up, and Kanne is like, "What a weird sound." I was also thinking it was raining. I was like, "Isn't it raining?" And Kanne also says the same thing. Kanne's like, "It's raining, isn't it?" But it's so faint. Now, okay, this part I need to understand. So she says it's not even raining. What's going on? But the sound is still coming. And then she's like, "Oh, so that is it." Now, I might be wrong in assuming this, but is it that the barrier is actually like protecting them from the rain? That is why it seems as if like rain is pitter pattering, like, on top of an umbrella, but it's not an umbrella, it's the barrier. That's why it's like, pitter pattering. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I guess is happening. Anyways. So she kind of thinks of an idea, and she's like, "Oh, maybe we can use this to our advantage." And she goes and tries to find Frieren and goes on top of like a mountain. And this is where she messes up, because that big owl kind of bird comes in and attacks her. And this is why Frieren said, "Be careful of the sky." However, it's too late. She's being, like, pinned down, and the bird is going to kill her. But Frieren comes in and stops the bird. And then she's like, "Are you okay?" And oh, before, like, like she was almost going to die, she called for Lavine. So Frieren asks, like, "You called for Lavine, like, like don't you hate each other? Like, you guys cooperate so, like, well with each other as well. Like, what's up with you two?" Now, and here I was like, okay, I don't think they, like, exactly hate each other. It's like a, like a like a friend kind of thing. You're so good friends. You're like you've been together so much that you always bicker with each other, like a sibling type of a relationship. That kind of thing. It doesn't necessarily mean that they hate each other. If someone hates you, they'll not even try to, like, they'll not even look at you. They'll try to stay like away from you. The fact that they're together and always fighting is it definitely it shows us that it's not that they hate each other. It's just that's the relationship, like siblings. They like each other, but obviously they're always fighting, that kind of thing. So the fact that Frieren wasn't able to understand that makes me think she still has a long way to go to properly understand how relationships and how human emotions work. She still has a long way to go. She is there. She kind of understands it a lot better now. But the fact she said that, wait, don't you guys hate each other? I'm like, no, Frieren, come on. Obviously not. If they hated each other, they'd not look at each other's faces. They'll try to stay away from each other. The fact that they're still together and always like bickering with each other every second shows that it's not that they hate each other, but that's just how they are. Like brothers, like sisters. That kind of thing. Anyways, Kanne kind of says, like, tells her story, like she says how she's like a coward and Lavinia always, like, helps her take the extra step. And she talks about the day when they were supposed to fly, she couldn't, and Lavinia was there with her. And she says, like, in that day, she also again helped her. And in the flashback we see Kanne was just like there sitting down, and Lavinia was there beside her trying to encourage her, but she's not listening. And she's like, come on, like, praise me or something. I'm the type of person who grows with praise. And Lavinia tries to praise her, about stuff and things that are good about her. And she keeps saying, like, oh, praise me more, praise me more. Oh my god. Like, all her good points, she says. And she keeps saying that, tell me more. You put in a lot of effort in secret, you pay attention to other people, and you're considerate. And then she's like, you're cute when you laugh. Kanne is like, what? Gross. And she kicks her down. But there you go, that worked, the adrenaline rush, it helped her fly. So there you go, that's how they are. And she's like, yeah, but in the end she does like end up pushing me towards the right direction all the time. And thanks to her, I've learned that as long as I have got momentum, anything is possible, even if I'm scared. And here I think she kind of explains her plan to Frieren or whatever. And she's like, okay, we might be able to catch the Stele quite easily after this. And that's where it ended. So let's see how this goes. And yeah, a great start to this arc. And I'm looking forward to getting to know all the other characters as well and see how this proceeds. So yeah, that is it. That's my reaction to episode 18 of Sousou no Frieren. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Sousou no Frieren. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.